Hey, 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 hey. Hey, everyone. I'm just inviting a couple people. How y'all feeling? Y'all feeling good out there? I just wanted to invite a couple people, and then we'll talk. All right. That's probably good. How y'all doing? So, I'm gonna try my best here. I'm outside. So hopefully you all will be able to hear me. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, sis? Can you hear me? I might have to move around a little bit. Okay. All right. So I posted earlier. Let me see. I wanted to wait till a couple more people came in. I didn't give a notice. I probably should have gave a notice that I was coming, but hey, I'm just moving. I'm just here. Sister Jade, I need to talk to you. I inboxed you. Can I call you after I get done with this? I want to talk to you. I wanted to go ahead and talk to you, Sister Jade, in regards to the show. Okay. Yeah. All right. So this was what I want to talk to you all about. So I'm at the river. I came here. It's like 60 degrees out here today. So I wanted to take some time and come by the river. I actually feel real good. I just got back from getting a massage done, and I'm just spending a little bit of time to myself. And then I came here to sit by the river and to give honor to our beautiful river goddess and connect with her. And just give thanks. That's what it's about. It's just about giving thanks, giving honor, giving thanks, giving honor to the spirits that walk with us, the natural forces in the universe. And Mother Oshun represents all things beautiful, fertility, love, peace, joy, and the river. So what I love about how our ancestors were able to conjure up the spirits, and y'all let me know if y'all can't hear me, because I am outside, okay? But how our ancestors were able to say, the river represents Oshun, and the oceans represent Yemaya, and still, what that represents Ugu, or, and how our ancestors were able to take those energies, those natural forces in the universe, and name them and create. What is that? Is that like not a totem in the universe? And I know some of these energies and these divine forces were ancestors themselves who are expanded and elevated. So we give thanks for the forces of nature that are with us, and that we have the consciousness and we have the ancestral memory of such. So we give thanks for that. Hold on one second. I wanted to invite another sister and see if she's available, because she actually posted. Okay. I wanted to invite another womb healer. She's actually a doula, Sister Danielle Claxton. Many of y'all who are part of the African Goddess Movement, the womb healers, knows the sister. Sister Antoinette. Hey, sis. We have another goddess on the line, another healer. Oh, Sister Amiti. Hey, sis. How are you? Hey. We gotta talk soon. Hi. Okay, so yes, I'm just feeling so good, y'all. I just feel just so good. It's just been such a beautiful day. I don't know how you all are feeling, but I know here in Western Pennsylvania, we are going to be getting like 70-degree weather or 60-degree weather, you know, probably global warming. But you know, when we get this weather, you need to go and run to your natural bodies of water, to nature, because you could get out. Hey, Sister Tasha, you could get out, right? So you know, Sister Tasha now she in the warm, so she ain't worried about running outside when it's nice. But people like us who are still on the East Coast, when it's nice, we got to get out in nature, okay? So we give thanks for that. So I want to make sure everybody can hear me and everybody can see me. Cause I'm going to get into what I want to talk about today. Oh, it's raining over there. Ooh, girl. Well, you know what? You better collect that rainwater. Collect that California rainwater. It says, let me drink some of my water. So in my water today is basil. Y'all remember last night when I said, oh my goodness, I need to get some basil, right? On the call last night, I was just like, I have to get some basil. Thank you. And so I kind of want to talk about today the releasing and herbs and the power of prayer and the power of just conjuring the herbs and connecting with the herbs and what it means. So I hope you all are feeling good from last night. I know I felt that intention. I felt that prayer. I felt that release immediately, actually in my sleep. Those of you who did not join last night on my live feed, I talked about the gratitude work. I talked about I gave part of my womb story. We also did a meditation for releasing, and because it's the waning moon, right? So we're going to work with the natural elements that we have available to us. And I don't know how y'all feel, but I immediately felt spirit working on me in my intention that I wanted to release, like boom, like in my sleep. And that brings me to the power of the herbs and the power of connecting with the herbs and how they are our source, and how we use these in many ways, not just to conjure with, but also to heal our bodies. Those of us who are practitioners, I know many of y'all may not actually realize, but I am a yoni steam practitioner. I'm going to be getting more into the work as a practitioner. Come more going into spring more, I'll be offering womb consultations, and I'll be doing more crafting herbs and teas and all kind of stuff, because I know that I have been more on the womb divination portion and a lot of the energy work and a lot of that stuff, but spirit is leading me more to do a lot more practitioner work for physical dis-ease. So I'll be offering womb consultations, individual womb consultations, and then I'll still do sister circles and all that type of stuff. If you feel like you still want divination from me and that type of stuff, we'll gather with at least 2 women and we'll do a circle, and that's how I'm guided to do the womb divination and the channeling and all that type of stuff. No longer individual, but I will be doing individual womb consultations for healing. So I give thanks for that. Y'all know last year that was part of my intention last year, and it manifested. So I'm ready to put it to good use for others and to serve others. So this brings me to when we're talking about the herbs, right? Like, listen, y'all. So I like to do infused waters, and I kept being guided to a couple things: peaches. And I always put oranges in my water for Ushum, and basil. The last time I really needed some basil, which reminded me when I was actually going through my initiation as a womb priestess, I had basil like every single day in my water. And when you are feeling I'm gonna hit the spiritual side, but I want to get this the side of just our body in terms of herbs, right? So when you have cravings, the cravings is something is missing. You know, women who have cravings for, especially when you're pregnant and you're like eating toilet paper, pica. So many of y'all don't know, but I'm a social worker, but I spent a long time doing nursing work. I didn't finish as a nurse because I felt more guided to doing social work, but I'm also a medical assistant, so all the medical terminology and stuff, I got it in me. But so I was just shy of finishing up my nursing, but I did come through as a certified medical assistant. So I used all my knowledge, okay, as a social worker, as in my nursing books and all that stuff. But when you have cravings, especially like, for example, women who eat in dirt, who eat in chalk, who eat in baby powder, it's a deficiency. So that's called pica. But I'm not pregnant, and I don't know if y'all are pregnant, but for me, having the craving of basil and having the craving of peaches, I had to sit with myself and say, okay, why am I craving this? What is it that I need? And slow down and listen to my body. So Spirit kept speaking to me, beta carotene, right? So beta carotene, when we take and we eat anything, green leafy vegetables, anything that's orange, carrots, peaches, cantaloupe, all those things have beta carotene in it. Beta carotene gets processed in our body as retinol, which is actually the vitamin A. And vitamin A is good for well, in terms of if you are dealing with any heavy bleeding, menstrual bleeding, fibroids, endometriosis, is good for the red blood cells reproduction. So any type of form of anemia, I've been dealing with anemia since I gave birth to my daughter, and she's 3. So during my sacred blood time, sometimes I will have breakthrough bleeding, or I'll have prolonged bleeding, and it's a combination of that. When you are a woman and you're dealing with any type of heavy bleeding, you need to go back and see, okay, what do you have a medical diagnosis? What is the medical diagnosis? You do your energy work. You do all those things, but then you also have to come and you got to do the physical healing as well. So if you have any heavy bleeding, I say that our womb is crying out. What is our womb crying for? I have done a lot of work, energy work, healing ancestral trauma healing, rape healing, incest healing, all of those emotional, mental diseases in my body. And now coming back to, okay, let me get into my womb and actually heal my physical womb itself, my physical womb, and heal any womb injustices that I may be doing to my womb, or that subconsciously or consciously. There are many womb injustices. One of the womb injustices is not processing your emotions, is having emotional immaturity. So, and a lot of times people who experience any type of trauma at a young age will experience emotional immaturity. That's something that when you get molested or you get raped or you have any of these issues, you know what? Listen, I want y'all to share this. Can y'all share this for me? I want y'all to share this because this is something that could bless somebody else. So I need y'all to share this out as I'm speaking and I'm flowing in spirit, okay? Share this, share this, share this. Let me know that you shared it, okay? But when you get, I'm a social worker too, so y'all know I'm gonna give that too. But when you are in a place and you have those issues, you get stunted. And I've dealt with maternal and child health. Now I'm a Yoni Steam practitioner. I'm a womb priestess and all that, and I do divination. But I've been working in social work since forever. My grandmother was the first social worker I ever witnessed in my life. But so you get stunted when you experience those traumas, and you don't develop emotionally. So you'll have a woman who might be presented as 30 years old in physical age time that we calculate in a linear way, but she might be at 15. And so then you see her life and she has all of these issues. I worked in child maternal health. I work with child protective services, community organizing, a lot of stuff like that in the community where I've seen this with my sisters. So I really get it. But also in healing myself and recognizing in myself when I fall back in those areas of emotional immaturity because of what I experienced in myself and how that can play out in my relationships and in my life. So we have to have what we say, know thyself, and understand that so you could bring yourself in a place of complete healing, mind, body, and soul, and emotionally. So over the past couple of years, y'all been witnessing me. I've been doing all of my healing work, a lot of my deep healing work, healing ancestral trauma, healing a lot of that stuff. And now I'm in that place where I'm healing my body, and I'm working with Goddess Ushun to help me bring in that place of loving my physical self. And I have my guiding ancestral spirits, Eartha Kitt and Lena Horn, who also help me to appreciate the skin that I'm in. So I give thanks for the spirits that walk with me, along with my own ancestors, of course. But getting back to the herbs. So last night, if you didn't watch, I want you to go back. We did a releasing meditation where we said, what was that one thing that we really needed to release, right? So everybody, we went through, we talked about it. I shared my womb story, one of my womb stories, on how I manifested my son and all this type of stuff, right? And what I needed to release was some resistance in terms of how I care for my physical body. Am I the only one? I know I ain't the only one. I know some of y'all also know that you can do better. You have the consciousness, you got the knowledge, but it's a matter of being in that place of releasing that resistance and knowing that you are worthy to have the best physical health, the best physical expression of yourself in the earth. That's where I'm at. And you know what helped me do that? My Central Goddess work helped me get into that place, and it has helped me a lot in arriving in this place of now I'm having my body consciousness and wanting to experience a lot of pleasure, because I'm deserving. You know, we have a lot of imprintations of pain in our body, and we think that's okay. It's okay for us to experience pain. It's okay. It's normal. Well, guess what? Our ancestors experienced a lot of pain, and we don't need to. We don't need to experience any more pain. We don't need to experience pain, whether that's physical pain, mental, emotional pain, to know that we are alive. It is good for us to experience pleasure in our life. And it brings me much pleasure, and it brings me much joy to fill up my bottle with some rosemary, because it's feminine power, to fill up my water bottle with some oranges, to fill up my water bottle with some basil. It gives me much joy and pleasure to gaze upon myself and to do these things and to connect with my body and my womb in a sensual goddess way, and to heal my physical self. So y'all are going to be witnessing my journey in this way. So when I'm talking about the herbs, it's two ways. So we know the herbs that we use for magic, right? We use for conjurer, we use for all of that. But then we look at the herbs in another way, where we use them for our medicinal healing in our bodies. So I'm going to drink a little bit of my basil water, okay? Because I had a craving and I needed to get some basil water. So this is actually in a plastic bottle. Y'all know I don't drink from plastic, I drink from glass. But I was at the grocery store and I said, I need a bottle of water, I need some basil right now, because I just left the chiropractor, I got a massage. And you know, when you do a massage, you move all of those. Sister Danielle, hey, I was waiting for you. You know, when you get a massage, you all those toxins and things, you got to kind of move that energy out of your body. You got to drink a lot of water, because they rub the lymph nodes and all that stuff. So I'm talking about those who are just joined me. Hey sis, hey. Those who just joined me, please share this feed, because it can help somebody else. I'm talking about the power of herbs. I'm talking about the power of releasing. I'm talking about healing our physical self and our self-worth. I'm talking about how we have a lot of ancestral memory of pain in our bodies, and how we have to consciously live in a pleasurable state and consciously remind ourselves that we are worthy to experience pleasure and goodness, constantly transforming our actual physical body, our physical cells, speaking to our physical selves and letting our physical selves know, hey, it's okay, it's well, we're good. It's okay to feel pleasure. You do not have to know that you're alive in this world through painful stimuli, right? So that's what I'm talking about in terms of that way. So, yeah, so I'm outside. It's a beautiful day. I'm feeling the air on me. I'm feeling the sun on me. I'm a little pale, y'all. My European ancestry is popping, okay? Because I've been in the house, so I needed to get out the house, and I got a massage and stuff like that. So, to the herbs. Last night we did a releasing meditation, and And the theme right now is gratitude. So those who are going to be coming in, pieces, those who are going to be coming in my moon circle, 3 moon circles, we're going to do a long gratitude working, a 29-day gratitude working, 11 vibration gratitude working with Goddess Ushun. Is the doors are going to be open March 6th. The last day to register is March 9th. I'll post the information about that. But I've been posting, y'all. I know y'all been watching about the gratitude work. So we're moving in a place of gratitude and thanksgiving because it's humbling, and also because it feels good, and that's just necessary to fuel our intentions that we've been doing and we've been setting since the new solar year. I've been working since October. I know a lot of y'all been working for a while, coming up, clearing, and doing the things that you want and how you want to see, because it's so important right now. Listen to me. It's so incredibly important what you do right now, because you are setting the stage for the next decade. Okay, so right now we're in the number 1. So how you want to be feeling for the next 9 years? Okay. So I am setting intention on life. I'm 36. So by the time the next time we get to 1 again, I'll be like 40 something. I need to experience pleasure. I need to experience gratitude, Thanksgiving. I need my seeds to be fueled in Thanksgiving. I need pleasure. So all of my circles this year is all around how I want to feel, what I want to experience for the long haul. Okay. So come on in the fold, because that's what I'm doing and that's what I'm about. Yeah, so we are going to gather over 3 moon circles with Goddess Ushun. We're going to do webinars, and we'll have a secret group. I'm going to send out some womb mojo and all that type of stuff. But it's all about gratitude and focusing on a particular area or a couple areas that you want to transform. Gratitude is miracle energy. Everybody knows this, but we want to use it to really focus our energy. And gratitude is humbling. It's very humbling when you're in a place of gratitude. Last night, go back, watch my video. I talk about the power of prayer with gratitude, and it's an amazing thing. This is not something new. This is just how we live. We naturally wake up and close our day with Thanksgiving. It's how it is. But when we come together and we concentrate the energy, we focus the energy on something that we desire, we'll raise the energy for 22 days. We'll do the altar work for 7 days. We'll meet in 3 moons. I'll send out some womb mojo, and we're going to give offerings to Goddess Ushun for blessing the work. That's what I'm out here doing by the river today. Okay, giving Thanksgiving, giving my offerings. And she came up, and the water turned completely gold. I looked this way and I looked that way, and the river was gold. So I will say my offering was accepted. Okay, I give thanks for that. So the herbs, right? I talked about, as a practitioner, the herbs and what it means in a medicinal way. So hitting on herbs and what I was craving. So I was craving basil, and I have been hearing in spirit beta carotene, right? So I'm like, okay, I need to get back into my nursing medical self, get back into my physical healing self, and what that means, because we use spirit to help guide us and keep and heal our physical self in that way as healers, as practitioners, which we are our first client. I'm my first client. You are your first client. In everything we do, we are our first client. We take care of ourselves first so that we can give, and we're fuel, and we're good. We're good, right? So I was hearing that I needed some basil. So immediately, me, spiritual internet, it's like, hold on, I need some protection, blah, blah, blah. And I had to go back and say, okay, I'm craving some basil. There is a deficiency here. And what is it? What is in this basil that I need? So vitamin K is needed, and vitamin A is needed in people who deal with anemia and heavy bleeding, either it's endometriosis or fibroids or whatever you got going on. If you are a person on your sacred blood time that deals with a lot more heavier bleeding, you can definitely have vitamin K and vitamin A deficiency. Vitamin K is going to be good for that natural blood clotting. Vitamin A is an antioxidant. Vitamin A also helps with the red cell the production of the red blood cells. So it reproducing itself and healing and replicating itself. Okay. So I said, oh wow, that's what I need. Then I was craving peaches, and of course I'm all about oranges. So I went and got my basil and put it in my water. I'm gonna eat it. I'm actually gonna eat my basil after I get done drinking it. So it's infusing in my water. So I'm getting in my water. I'm gonna drink it, and that's going to be it. So I am a type of person that dealt with anemia from the time I gave birth to my daughter. So I have to be extremely mindful when I'm on my sacred blood time. And also we know that anytime, like I said before, those who are just coming on, as a practitioner, when women have heavy bleeding, whether it's from fibroids or endometriosis, fibroids is what you're growing. What's happening there, endometriosis is the same thing. You're growing something, you want to replace something. I know my story and my history spiritually and all of that stuff around different issues in my womb that I went and been doing and healing energetically. But also I am now in a place of physical healing, clearing out. I did a lot of emotional clearing, energy clearing, ancestral imprint, trauma. Now it's time for me to clear out the physical stuff in my wound. And also when you are experiencing any heavy bleeding, you have to think about, if you don't have any of those issues presented in your body, hormonal issues with PCOS or endometriosis or fibroids, and you're just like a couple cycles is just kind of crazy, and you're like, oh my God, why am I experiencing this bleeding? Usually it has a lot to do with the fact that your womb is crying because you are not listening to what you need. You are not checking in with your soul self. You are not checking in with your womb. You are experiencing womb injustices, and you have to check in with yourself and say, okay, what is it that I need? So this goes to that soulful integration in your soul self. Every day I check in with myself. What do I need today? I check in with my womb. What do you need today? I check in with my soul. What do you need today? I check in with my heart. What do you need today? I check in with my higher self. What's the next best thing? I check in with myself. But sometimes I don't give myself exactly what I need, and that is a womb injustice. When you listen, but you don't act. That's a womb injustice. And it's continual. It's continual. We're all on this healing journey, right? We're all in a place where we want to feel safe in the earth. We want to feel our worth, our worthiness. So in all humility and in all vulnerability, I will speak that that's a place where there's a call to love. There's a call for me to love myself in that area, which is 100% giving myself what I need, working in that place of my worth, which is my root chakra and my sacral chakra. I know I'm not the only one. It's continual. It's continual healing and grounding. But what we have that is available to us in the earth is our herbs. Our herbs have ancestral memory. So, ain't that powerful? I'm just gonna pause. Those of y'all who haven't shared this video, share it right now, because I'm about to get in some juice. Ancestral memory. How do you think basil know that it is supposed to protect you? Basil already know. Our ancestors already got it, connected with basil forever ago, gave it its job, looked at it, said, ooh, based off of how it looks, based off how it smells, based off how it feels, based off how they felt in their body, based off all of these things. And they said, okay, guess what? I think I would charge you to work for protection. So now everybody in the world in hoodoo and craft know the go-to for basil is protection. Also the sweet aroma, money, because you feel like, ooh, that makes me feel good. Juiciness, sweetness, we're drawing, we're attracting. So all of these things that basil is used for in your magical working, we then look at the place of how are we using basil to heal our physical being. What is it in that basil? So it's twofold for me. I was craving basil last night, so I needed basil for whatever spiritual reason. I didn't really feel like I needed it for necessarily protection. Everybody wants some increase, so of course, hey, come on and give me some increase in terms of my financial situation. Who don't? Okay, but what I needed was the beta carotene in the basil, the vitamin K in the basil, the vitamin A in the basil to help me with healing my physical self. I bruise very easily. My daughter can like put her arm, her elbow on my lap or something. I'll bruise very easily, and I'm always cold. So I know that this is a place where there's a call to love in my red cell, healing my blood cells and things like that. So I say all that to say, whenever you are feeling like you're being called to any type of herbs, to any type of food, we all know that food is medicine. Everybody knows that. There is a place that is within me that I am remembering ancestral memory to listen and not experience womb injustices because I'm not listening to what I really need in terms of my physical self. So this is just my journey. This is my journey home to my body now. I have done a lot of journey home to my soul and my emotional self and all that stuff. So you are, you're witnessing this version of me that is all about journeying home to my body. I hope that this blesses you, because my phone is about to die. But I also want to, again, invite you to come into the circle, the gratitude circle, because right now I am so thankful for the earth. I am so thankful that we have all the tools, y'all. You know those crystals that you like, you have the spiritual properties, but then you know that they actually have physical healing properties. You know, the herbs that we like to craft, they also have the medicinal. As a womb priestess, as a practitioner, I understand that when I'm steaming nettles and I'm getting the iron and I'm steaming this, I can look at chamomile and say, boom, I can put that in my light oil to heal my third eye. But I also know I can steam myself with the chamomile and heal my womb. So we want to be in that consciousness of we looking at things in a magical perspective and what it represents, because it has the memory for conjure, it has the memory for magic, but then we also want to always be mindful of then how else are we going to ingest this? How are we going to put it in a tincture? How are we going to put it in this? How are we going to activate these herbs to heal our body? How we're activating the crystals to heal our body? How we're activating our light to heal our body? How when I come to the river, how is me being in a vibration and feeling this river water, looking at the river water, calling forth Ushun, who represents the river, to heal my body? So I am on that journey, y'all. That's what I'm about. I am setting that intention of being more grateful for my physical self, my physical expression in the earth, my skin, loving the skin that I'm in, loving my body and honor my body, and minimizing and leaning more into love in terms of womb injustices as it relates to my physical self. Y'all feel me? Y'all know it's about to hit springtime. We already feel it here in the Berg right now. It's like 60 degrees out here. So if you're on the East Coast, get your rump on outside and get you some. I need vitamin D, y'all. Like I said, my European ancestry is popping right now. I'm a little pale. Okay, I'm a little pale, but so I get the sun on me, right? But so give me a little bit of vitamin D in me. Okay, but yeah, so I look forward to connecting with y'all more and more and more and more. I'm gonna be offline, y'all, more, because I'm doing a lot more writing and things. I am preparing for our gratitude circle. We're going to be meeting over 3 moons, so I want to make sure I'm right. Okay, so I'm going to be offline. I'm going to be coming back in. I'm thinking me and Goddess Jade is going to be on erotic talk radio. I'm going to be coming on her radio show. We're working that out right now. I hope that you will join in and call in and listen. I'm going to be giving some free womb consultations on the radio show, and maybe some other stuff. However, spirit got me some womb mojo, or however, I'm giving. I'm actually going to be decluttering my home. This is the waning moon. I'm preparing and clearing stuff out, because I already feel that break of spring coming. So I'm about to start clearing my stuff out now. Y'all better start getting in gear and getting them closets and cleaning this stuff out and making room for what you want to bring in, because that's what I'm going to be doing over this week. Okay, so I will catch y'all. Okay, I'm going to be spending less time online, but you can always inbox me. I'll be checking my inbox, but I want to just continue to invite you to come in. I'm going to post about the gratitude circle. We're meeting over 3 moon circles. Y'all know we doing goddess stuff. That's what we doing. We're calling on Ushun. We're working in gratitude, and we want to clear the way in gratitude and fuel our intentions and clear out our body. We want to clear out our home. We want to make new for this stuff that we've been dreaming about. We've been visioning for the past 4 weeks. I know I do. Y'all with me? I love each and every one of you. Womb blessings to you. Ancestral blessings to you. Look out, because I am a practitioner. I'm going to be working in that practitioner and serving in that way with y'all. So I'm going to be offering these womb consultations along with the sister circles. I'm so excited with how spirit is guiding me. I give honor to Goddess Ushun, my ancestors, to my own womb spirit who guide me in trusting my body more and more and leaning more into love. Blessings, blessings, and blessings be upon you. You know I mean it from my soul. Ashe, above, below, within, without. Everything that you need is already here. It's within you. Trust that peace.